Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta Dot Exchange. Yesterday evening, I could not do post-market report due to some personal work, right? So you all know that, and I'm taking some action against a top police official in Tamil Nadu. So related to that, so I had to speak to many people, so I'm going through a lot of stress, right? So like threatening calls coming to me, you know. So naturally, when you want to try to expose somebody, then definitely they will threaten you. So we are prepared for all these things, right? So very soon I will be coming out with the details, right? So now let us stick to the stock market. So yesterday the fall was a dramatic fall, so a more than 300 point fall, which was totally unwarranted. Until afternoon, things were okay, but then suddenly some news came. There was a big sell-off in South Korean market, and South Korean market hit a lower circuit of 8%. And stocks like Samsung and SK Hynix. Okay, so I think that we have already discussed about Samsung and SK Hynix together. It has about 40 to 45% weightage of the index there. And both the stocks, like Samsung has fallen about 8-9%, and SK Hynix fallen about 11 to 12%. So this artificial intelligence related stocks, so we can say it's overwhelmed. In the recent past, there was a great appreciation. So therefore, here and there, some profit booking, is not ruled out. And then moreover, if you take since January 1 till now, in the last 6 months, there were a number of times South Korean market was up 5%, and a number of times South Korean market was down 5%. So that is the kind of volatility the South Korean market's going through. And that is a kind of volatility these artificial intelligence stocks are bringing. So yesterday, the news came in the afternoon that South Korean market, fell 8%. So our market started falling here. And it was a free fall, the like 1 rupee option going to 100 rupees. So all those things has happened yesterday. So, it was, even the days where, there was some Iran conflict, the bulls could defend 24,000 on a closing basis. But yesterday, that 24,000 was broken and then went for a free fall. And, I was checking, is there anything that goes against India except this South Korean market falling 8%? There's nothing. Crude oil prices did not go up. Gold prices did not go up. And in fact, yesterday night, both crude oil and gold have fallen significantly. I think right now, Brent crude is below $77, and the gold is closer to $4,100. So, for a macroeconomic picture point of view for India, the lower crude price and the lower gold price is a very, very big positive, right? So therefore, we may not go higher, but there is no reason for us to fall drastically. And probably what happened yesterday is a expiry related, things. So sometimes, expiry related things, positioning of the people would have sold large put options. They would be covering and this and that. So yesterday's price action, we can just ignore it as a expiry related aberration. Right now also the GIFT Nifty is not indicating big, but surprisingly yesterday both FIAs and DIAs were net buyers. FIAs and DIAs both were net buyers, and the market, went for a free fall of more than 3,300 point, Even after 3 p.m. there was a big sell-off. After 3 p.m. I was watching 23,900 put shot up from 5 rupees to 80, 90 rupees, like 15 times, 20 times. So earlier I told you just few days before for the monthly option that is expiring in June 30, 24,000 call and put. together were trading about 400 rupees. Call was around 200 rupees, put was around 200 rupees. So smart people, they are taking that position. So they are hoping that, Nifty is not likely to fall below 23,600 and higher side 24,400. Of course, if the market falls, they will sell additional call, or market shoots up, they will sell additional puts. So they'll be able to manage another 100 point move. So taking the total premium to 500 rupees. So the range for the next 4 days until next Tuesday is clearly from 23,500 to 24,500. But the way market is going, upper side may not be even 24,500. The technical level of 24,300, which is a 50% Fibonacci retracement, 100-day moving average. So they're all there somewhere between 24,200 to 24,300. So looks like that itself may be a problem, but then who knows? Usually I always say, I've observed a number of times on an expiry day, if the Nifty goes for a free fall, and if Nifty closes at the lowest point of the day, the very next day, the first trading day of the next series, there will be a uniform rally. But that usually happens on a monthly, because those days there were no weekly options. So it was mostly monthly one. So, but now this is a weekly one. So we have to see. So at least, if there is a more than 100-point rally, then we can say, the trend continues. That means, if there is a severe sell-off on an expiry day, the following day there will be a rally. So let us see. So what's going to happen today? Even in US also, it is only the technology stocks that came under selling pressure. And South Korean market, though it was down 8% yesterday, now it is up 5%. So, we don't need to react to South Korean market actually. But yesterday, I do not know. Nobody expected this kind of a violent reaction to South Korean markets. So let's see what is going to happen. So let us hope bulls reclaim 24,000, if not today, at least by the end of this expiry. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.